This I do a low fade on, and there's no right way to say this, on African American hair, all right? Like everyone's hair is different. Asian hair is the hardest. I'm not being racist. Asian hair is the hardest. To me, African American hair, can I just say black hair and you guys won't cancel me, man? I'll just say, can I say black hair? Okay, I can say black hair. Black hair blends the best. Like honestly, like, it just blends the best. Like that blend, I don't think I could get it with like Mexican hair or brown hair, since we want to say colors, or Asian hair or any other hair, like, but it is hard. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do a low fade with a lineup. So one side is completely cut, the other side is completely not cut. I didn't do this lineup. I haven't touched any of this hair right here. One side's completely done, the other side isn't. Right here, I still need some blending to do, but that's how it'll look like. So let's get right into it. Let me just get this. Always want to clean your clippers. This is gonna be like a, I don't know what the levels are. Completely beginner, intermediate, medium, expert, something like that. It's gonna be in the middle of like intermediate and you know, we're not gonna go completely beginner, but just try to follow along. It's literally as simple as I'm making it seem, all right? First line is gonna be a zero guideline. It's a low fade, so I wanna keep the zero like right here, right? It's gonna go above the ear, really quick, barely above the ear, right? Then we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go pretty low. We're gonna drop it down. You know, the line doesn't have to be perfect. You see how I'm flicking it out, so I don't make like a very, very harsh guideline. Boom, simple as that. Half guideline, all the way open. About that much, right? Simple. Doesn't have to be perfect, that's it. I'm gonna go over it one more time. That's it. Don't spend too much time on that, guys. You don't have to spend that much time in it. Quality haircuts fast. Put that in your brain. Tattoo that thing on your brain. You wake up, quality haircuts fast. You go to sleep, quality haircuts fast. That's it. Boom. Simple. 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. This next step is gonna be the two guard open. From here on out, all my levers are gonna be open. I'm not gonna close them at all, right? I always put a plastic two guard because that's the best guard that I found to keep it dark, to give it that nice transition, right? So two guard open, and we're gonna put it right here, and we're gonna go like this. Boom, like that, right? Right? So let's go here. I don't know if you guys can see that. See my clipper? See how it's guiding? It's going up. Whatever hair it cuts, it's supposed to be cut. Don't get scared to cut hair. When I first started, I was held back a lot because like I was scared to cut hair. Like I was super scared. Don't get scared. All right, now we're just gonna pick up the pace a little bit because I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to make boring videos, all right? So I'm gonna try to make it I'm gonna try to make it so that you guys have to watch a whole video, or you guys can watch a whole video without skipping. Because I know what it's like when I first started, you know, watching videos, and I'm like, damn, this guy's kind of boring. He's just doing the same thing. I don't want to watch this dude cut hair. Like, say something important. So I'm gonna try to say something important the whole time. Make sure you comb the hair for any hair, but especially black hair, because it's just so nappy, right? Like, make sure you comb it. You know, it'll make it easier to cut. Okay, now what I always do before I go into the next step, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna look at him from the front, and I'm gonna make sure that it looks nice. I don't want it to look like I'm gonna stick out his hair on purpose. Like, imagine you see this, right? In order to make the fade look nice, right, from the side, you gotta make sure it looks nice from the front. Boom. Always. It's a little awkward, especially when you're with a new client, This is like my second time cutting his hair. I've been knowing him for like 2 years now. And this is my second time cutting his hair. So it's kind of like a first time client to me, right? So I'm gonna go from the front, look up a little bit. Okay, this obviously sticking out. I made it like that. So I'm just gonna put it back where I found it, tuck it back in there. But if you see something like that, that just tells you that you should be cutting that. I usually don't take this long with the 2.5 guard, but just for, you know, since I'm trying to teach you guys, let's go straight to the 1.5 guard. Open. I haven't closed it at all. Same motion, same thing. The 2.5 guard, I put it around here, right? Around here. It's the first time I do it, but I'm gonna try to draw a little bit, right? So, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. See a little bit of white. That's hair I'm not gonna cut, right? I'm not cutting that hair. I'm gonna go right underneath that line. You can kind of see it right there, right? Same motion. It's literally this simple, guys. You guys are gonna see how fast I do it. And there's no method to the madness. It's just, you see spots that are dark, you wanna lighten them up. Simple as that. I'm gonna try to keep it right here. I'll show you guys. The back I'm gonna do by myself later, just so I'm not doing anything back there, so you guys don't feel like you guys are missing out on anything. Because obviously if you don't see it in front of the camera, you might be like, oh, what's he doing back there? I'm not doing anything special. I'm gonna go here. Now straight to the 1 guard, open. I haven't closed at all. I haven't closed any of my levers at all. Go right underneath it. Now the white line is still here with the 2 guard. The 1.5 line is right underneath the white line. So now I know my 1 guard is gonna be here. I only have 2 guards left. My 1 guard and my half guard, right? So try to keep that in your mind. Okay, I only have 2 guards left, so my space to fade is a little bit shorter now, right? So just go right on top of it. Simple, 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 simple. Just keep doing it. Flick out, make sure you're flicking out. Flick, 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 flick. All the way down. Any things that you see that should be lightened up, just lighten them up. Right here, keep that dark, give it that illusion that it's kind of like a rainbow, right? We go here. Look down a little bit. Right? Needs to be a little light right there, so I'm going a little bit higher. This spot right here, that spot right there, needs to be a little bit light, right? With the corners. All right, simple as that. Now we're gonna go to the half guard. And guess what? It's gonna be open. Just keep it open. Just keep it open. Same thing. Now this guard is gonna be mainly to try to take this line out. That's gonna be the main use of it. So just try to get under the 1 guard, right underneath it, but at the same time, lighten this up. Lighten this second line up. Not this line, that line. All right, guys, we almost done here. It's literally that simple. Can you see the fade already like coming in? We're not done yet, but the fade's already coming in. It's already looking nice. It's already looking blurry, faded, you know, nice and clean. For this step, the half guard, once you get to like the half guard slash the 1 guard, you want to start using a brush. So I'm gonna get now. Now I'm gonna close this. The first time I'm closing my lever. I'm going from open to like half, right? I know where half is. This one doesn't have notches, so this is close. I'm gonna keep my finger here. This is open, I'm gonna keep my finger here. So in the middle of that would be like right here, right? So let's just do it like that. Corners, corners only. Right? Corners, 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 corners. Just to lighten that line up a little bit more. Now, if you're struggling to take a line out, it probably means that you don't have your clippers zero gap correctly. So try to zero gap your clippers right. Right? Right here, we're gonna come back to it. I don't like that it looks a little too dark here, but it's okay, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be a good quality haircut, fast. We're gonna go here. For Jose?
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Snowboarding season's coming, alright guys? Let's get back to the haircut. So now no guard. We're gonna open it all the way up and try to attack that line, right? Come a little bit closer. So if you can kind of see, there's still a little faint line right above my pinky, right? I made that line with this, so I can take it out with this. Don't be scared, but just be smart about it. Don't go higher, because then you're gonna make a bigger line. Just try to take it out with the corners, simple. Whatever you made a line with, you can take it out with the same thing. Right? Boom, nice and simple. Now, close it a little bit, halfway, and come lower. Right. Now close it all the way. Corners, 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 flick it out. Corners, flick it out. Corners, flick it out. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of detailing. Open all the way up. Right. Open all the way up. Close it a little bit. Close it a little bit more. Same spots. That's what detailing is. It's kind of like, imagine it as an eraser. What spots need to be lightened up? What spots need to be darkened up? Now I'm gonna go back with my one guard. I'm gonna hit this a little bit more. Try to blend it in a tiny bit more. Nothing crazy. Boom. Boom. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm not fucking perfect. You might be watching this video like, man, I could fade better than that. Good on you. I hope you can. Try to build a connection with your first time customers. Find something that they're passionate about. This guy, I know he likes to sell cars, right? He likes cars. I know he drives a nice car. So people love talking about themselves. It's just a little psychology. You like to talk about yourself. Find what they like, ask them questions about it, and let them talk to you. Then it's gonna build a connection. You know, you're gonna listen, and you might learn something new. Like, I don't know anything about cars. If I talk to him about cars for 30 minutes, he'll teach me at least one thing, right? He'll come back and teach me another thing. Come back and teach me another thing. Over the years, over 8 years of cutting hair, I've learned so many things. Some things that I will probably never use, but just knowledge that I have. Some things that actually help me out in life, business ideas, you know, how to, anything. Just talk to your people, find something they're passionate about, let them talk to you about it, you know? And if you can't, just keep making conversations. Hey, do you like sports? Oh, how about them Lakers? How about them Dodgers? You know, it's always something to talk about. Michael Jordan over LeBron James, all that. You kind of don't want to have like a quiet haircut. You know, the chances of them coming back for if they have a quiet haircut are pretty low. This guy has his eyes open. So usually when they have their eyes open, they're willing to talk to you. When they have their eyes closed, some people just want to come sit down and get their haircut. And I'm like that person. I sit down in the chair, I close my eyes. It has nothing to do with the barber. I'll probably come back to that barber, but it's just want to chill and it's cool. But some people also do want to talk. They don't want to have like a boring ass barber. And most people want to talk a lot about themselves. So find something. We're gonna go to the lineup now. The lineup, I see the line there. You wanna make it nice, you wanna make it sharp. I'm not gonna trim this hair. I'll move it out the way. You could do it with a comb. I'm just doing it with my clipper. Doesn't matter. Are these too sharp?
No, sir.
No. Make sure you're not, cutting their heads and shit. Okay, here. Look. Come over here with the lineup, right? I always try to connect it to the eyelid. From the top of the lineup to the eyelid. So kind of like that, right? I feel like that's the perfect, so it doesn't look like a Pizza Hut logo. So it doesn't look like this and like that, right? It doesn't look like a trapezoid type of thing. It'll look more like a rectangle, which is what it's supposed to look like. And then some people do it inside, so their lineup looks like this. Like an inverse trapezoid. I don't fucking know, alright? I feel like SpongeBob, like with all the fucking drawing all the shapes and shit. Just try to line it up from here to here. That's it. My clipper just died out on me, so now we're good. Keep the lines nice and natural, guys. Don't be doing nothing crazy with the lines. A lot of people, you can give them the freshest fade ever and then you push their line up or you push their line back and it's like, bruh. I'm not trying to have a pushed up line, especially when it grows back. Now we're gonna go to some people's favorite part, which is enhancements. Enhancements nowadays are kind of necessary because I'll show you guys. This fresh fade, nice. Fresh fade, cool, yeah. But some people care more about the lineup. You see this side, oh, that's a fresh fade and a fresh lineup, right? So you wanna have both, and if you're trying to get people, you wanna be like that person that's sitting down, right? You wanna get the people that's sitting down in your barbershop, and it's like, they're looking around, scouting, like, oh, which barber do I wanna go with, like, damn, this guy has a sick fade and a sick lineup. That guy has a sick fade, but the lineup's a little bad. That guy has a crispy lineup, but the fade's a little choppy. So with this, you get a nice fade. We're gonna go here. You wanna aim to the middle of the card and kind of like let the thing kind of, the dye kind of fade off the hair. You don't wanna put it straight on the hair because it's gonna make it look really fake. You wanna make it look a little more natural. So I go here and I just spray it, let it go off the card. He doesn't need it, like he has a nice lineup. He has a pretty natural lineup as well. But like I said, your goal should be to try to get as many clients as possible. Now, some people might be against dyes or enhancements. Fuck them. Fuck them. Do your thing. Do your thing. Cool. Now, gonna clean this guy up. My next appointment's already here. He's gonna wait. His appointment's at 11. It's 11. We're basically done here. Just gonna clean them up. I still gotta fade the back, so I'm gonna fade the back a little, really quick after. But look, I'm gonna give you guys another tip. If you're trying to like take pictures or make the thing, get a little bit of powder, put it at the bottom where you're supposed to fade, right? Where you're supposed to bald it, right? Like that. Go like that. Get your duster. Kind of like if it's makeup for girls. This is like makeup for guys. Boom, 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 boom. Get your bald it out. Bald it out, bald it out. Right? Boom. Look at this side. Line up, crispy. Crispy lineup. We're gonna put the blade on the lineup. That's it. Is the lineup perfect? I mean, it's perfect because I'm gonna make it in 30 minutes. I'm not gonna make sure, like, it looks good. Like, nice, crispy. Look at that smile, bro. Look at that smile. He knows what's going on. So just try to keep, he had a good experience. The barbershop's nice. It's live. Make sure you're not in a barbershop where like the barbers are all weird and all that. Like, you know, everybody's talking, everybody's having fun. He's doing his thing over there, has music. He's doing his thing, you know, they're like the barbershop is live. Look down a little bit. And that's how you do a low fade.